Yes, hello, and welcome back. Today we're in Explain 12. And yes, we are in the Zibo 737-800 mod. And yes, we are in the Ryanair livery. So after a short break away from flight simulators, I've decided to come back in and do a few more videos. And we'll see if we can get this aircraft up and running using my own procedure, which at this stage I'm glad I've got, because I probably wouldn't remember how to operate the aircraft. So fingers crossed everything works. Okay then, so let's see what we're doing here. So we need to go into the aircraft now, I think. So I've done the flight planning sim brief. I'm using Pilot's Life, and we're going from Bristol back to Dublin. So I need to go into the aircraft here and use the EFB. So we go to Home and we go to Ground Services, and then we need to connect the doors. So we need to open the doors there. Go back. Chocks are in place. Connect the GPU and connect the ASU as well. Okay. Desktop audio is on 0.0 decibels, so that's looking okay at the minute with sound wise. Just check the wipers are in place. Landing gear is down. Thrust levers are idle, and parking brake is set. Grid light can go max if it's dark, and panel lights can go as required. I'm going to put them sort of on this level for now. On the overhead panel, dome light will be as required. DC power, select the battery, click down to on, like so. Ground power, click down to on. There we go. AC power selector. Ground power next to battery switch. Get that to ground power. Panel light and circuit breakers go as required. Engine bleeds, click down to on. They're both on. Electric 2 and 1 go to on. Standby power auto by default. Position lights, click down to steady. Go-go lights can go to on. Ring lights as required. Emergency exit lights can go to armed. Window eats, all four can go to on. Engine hydraulic pumps both on. They're both on by default. Trim air can go on. Recirculation fan both on auto. Left and right packs click down to auto. Okay, flight altitude is going to be 24,000 feet. So click that down to there. Your damn probably can't put that on yet. Always should be on normal. Display source should be on auto. Left and right center fuel pumps can go to on. AFT fuel pump can go to on. Chrome only switch click down to auto. Flight directors can go on. Auto brake can go onto rejected takeoff. IRS can go align. And nav. Line and nav, and I can go to there. Got 8 minutes. FMC like so. Verify position. So you press POS in it. Reference airport is GEGG AD. Click next page. Select GPSL. It's now in the scratch pad. Go back to previous page and put it in there like that. Okay, so wait for it all to align. And we go into the EFB airside services. Load the OFP and activate. Okay.
Ground flight deck hose is connected and starting refueling.
So back on the FMC. We're going to press route. And we're going from EGGD. And we're going to EIDW. Flight plan request. Load. And we can clear that. And we go activate. And then execute. Press on the legs. Perth in it.
Ground flight deck fuel is all loaded up and you are good to go.
10 reserves. Cruise altitude was 24,000 feet, so that's not about 240. Cost index is 61. Execute that. And departure, so we're going to be departing from runway 27, hopping up little nav map, and I put in show departure procedures, runway 27. Can add that in, so that's Brecon BCM1X. So we'll use that one, and we'll execute. And our arrival is going to be runway 28 left. And we're going to be using they'll be using Pisa. And I believe Oscar for out, so it's this one here. Execute. So we can check the route. We've got a disco there, so we just need to move it up and we can execute it. Rampo and Maxo. Yep, that all looks good. We can do a wind request. And we can load the winds. We can execute that. M1 limit. That's fine. Takeoff is going to be flat 5, and we can enter our P-speeds all in there, and our trim. On the how are we doing on the how are we doing on here? Packs boarding, set no smoking switch to off and then on auto, okay. On the autopilot panel, right directors are both on. So we need 140 on here. VNAV, LNAV can go armed. Altitude 24,000 feet. We will follow the constraints though in the FMC. Just going to bring the OBS down. To minus 5.0 decibels. There you go. And we can check the route on here. We can go to plan. Back in the legs page, step. We can bring the range down as required and just go through each waypoint like so. And we put that back onto the map. And we can put the data in there. Okay. Trim was 4.50, so we can do that now. That's all fine. Get rid of that master caution. And you can go on program like that. Just the weather radar. And down here, we're not using any ATC today. I'm going to put that down TARA. And over on the AviTab, I'm going to put airport, so the EIDW, and runway 28 left is 111.35. That's 111. That's 111.35. And we can activate that. Just looking at the exterior view now. That needs to go on to 140. So just wait for boarding to be completed. Okay. Pass the seatbelt signs can go on. The The drag pumps are both on. Fuel pumps can go on. Anti-collision lights can go on. We can actually start the APU now. And to do that, we're going to press start. Watch the EGT rise up here. There we go. Wait for it to settle down. We put the APU generators both on. Ground power can now go off. Isolation valve can open. APU bleed can go on. ACU power selector can go back to standby. And left and right packs can go off. Just now we are ready to start the engines.
We expect to be departing on schedule today, and weather en route is looking pretty smooth. Shortly the cabin crew will be showing you a safety demonstration. This is for your safety and for those around you, so please give them your full attention. Once again, you're all very welcome on board.
Now we can ground services, we can move the chocks, and we can disconnect the ACU, and we can disconnect the GPU. We can
ground to cockpit. Tow is driving up.
Request pushback.
Okay, all doors and hatches are closed, ready to connect.
The nose is now being lifted up.
There are 8 emergency exits, each marked with a red exit sign. Four-path markings along the cabin aisle will illuminate in darkness and guide you to the nearest exit in an emergency. There are 4 main doors, 2 at the front of the cabin, one left and one right, and 2 at the rear of the cabin, one left and one right. There are 4 overwing exits in the center of the cabin, 2 left and 2 right. Please note the nearest exit to you, which may be behind you. Fasten your seatbelt, insert the kmacleod into the buckle, keep secure from the loose end of the strap, and to open lift the buckle cover. In the event of a sudden use of cabin pressure, the individual occupant must
Ground to cockpit. Please show me where you want to go. Tow connected and bypass pin inserted. Release parking brake. Starting pushback, and you may start engines.
Okay. Going to use the right ignition. Right engine can go to ground. Introduce the fuel. Good, engine start. Do the same for the left engine. Use the fuel. On the overhead panel we can put the generators now on. Probeat can go on. Anti-ice can go as required. Packs can go on. Recirculation is on auto. APU bleed can go off. And the APU can go off as well. We don't need those on. And flaps 5.
Operation complete. Set parking brake. Disconnecting tow. Stand by.
Flight controls correct. Taxi light can go on.
Tow is disconnected and bypass pin has been removed. Hand signal on the right. We'll see you next time and have a safe flight.
And we're now good to go. Okay, so that was part 1 of the tutorial video on the Zibo 737-800 in X-Plane 12. join me again for part 2, where we'll be taxiing and taking off to climb out.